Isaiah, just describe the feeling of that fourth quarter from your perspective, and high-level opponent, great intensity in the building, and the way that you guys rolled to the finish.
It was great. I mean, first of all, the fans were really good tonight. I mean, just gave us a lot of energy. I think it's always good to play at home and then have the fans behind you like that. I just feel like in the second half in general, we just stepped it up. We got back to our fundamentals. Wiggs hit some big shots. He was really impressive tonight, and I think we just locked back in on team defense and did a great job at the end.
The passing in the final 5 minutes or so, Shea intentionally hunts Aaron for a three.
Yeah.
Dub finds you on the baseline.
Yeah.
Shea's slipping passes on those guard-to-guard screens.
Yeah.
How difficult against that defense is it to execute the passes that you guys got?
It's big. I mean, Tibbs and Jeremy, just playing for Tibbs, he's a great defensive mind. So just having our guys be unselfish, make the easy play, not force anything was big. And I think that's what got us easy shots is Shea not forcing anything, making the right play. Dub not forcing anything, making the right play. And we just executed out of that.
Zay, so you saw Josh, even matched up with him. I know you're generally happy to see those guys, but in game, what are those emotions like as you're competing against a guy like that and just your former team?
It's good. I mean, to compete against those guys is something great. I mean, they're all great competitors. I mean, yeah, me and Josh joke around, but both of us are top-notch competitors. So I think just playing against them, playing against the old team was a good matchup, and also was good for our team just to play a top-notch team like that to keep improving.
Brandon, you mentioned the level of test it is. I guess I just wonder where you would rank this among tests this season, considering the paint touches a guy like Brunson.
Yeah.
The way Caleb shot the ball, how physical Cat was, just the well-rounded kind of attack.
It's definitely up there. I mean, them coming off a 9-game winning streak, for us to come in, not have a great first half, but then kind of readjust to come back in. I think we learned a lot today, and I think these games and then the next game against Boston, against Cleveland, I think those games are going to be important for us to keep learning and keep building.
You talked before about kind of your upbringing, developing as a passer and a playmaker, but you were out there tonight defensively on an island, blitzing Brunson as well.
Yeah.
Where did you grow that part of your game?
I mean, just wanting to get on the court. I mean, I feel like, especially my first 3 years, I was trying to figure out there's always a reason why you're maybe not on the court. And so for me, it was always at the beginning defensively. And so for me, it was just watching especially a lot of Draymond, just how he impacted the game on and off the ball. So I think, especially young guys in the league that are not maybe playing that much, just if you can watch film, try to figure out, talk to coaches, try to figure out what you can get better in and not waste your time. I think that's the biggest thing you can do, especially if you're not playing as a young guy.
You had 7 assists tonight. That was tied for the lead in the game.
Yeah.
Just can you talk about your teammates, how easy it makes it for you to play make and find these guys to get these assists? Yeah,
they do a great job of they're starting to cut a lot more now and just knowing I'm going to get them open. I mean, I feel like every game is different, especially for me in my role. Some days it's more a scoring aspects, and then some days it's like today where it's more getting guys open, maybe holding the screen a little longer, facilitating more and being more of like a rebounder, defensive impactor type of guy. So I think that's, especially my role here, is always going to change night to night depending on who we're playing against, and I just want to do whatever the team needs. And yeah.
Do you have any special insight with the Knicks since you played there last year? And then 2, I've noticed you grab the board and push the break.
Yeah.
Is that just showing your comfortability here, or did you do that last year with the Knicks?
I didn't do that much last year. I think Mark was kind of giving me the confidence that if I get the rebound, just to start pushing it more. I mean, I've always kind of been comfortable doing it, but it wasn't my role before. So, I mean, now Mark says if I get the rebound, just push it. I mean, I know I can handle the ball. I know I can facilitate out of that. yeah, I mean, playing against the Knicks today was good. I mean, kind of the intel. I mean, I knew most of their plays, so that made it a little easier. But yeah, I mean, Tibbs been doing a great job this year, especially having a new team and some new stars, just getting everyone back on the same page. And I mean, they were on a 9-game winning streak, so they've been doing really good so far.
Aaron was a guy who, you know, his minutes, even dating back to last year, have fluctuated. He played 5 minutes when you guys went to Indy. What'd you learn about him tonight?
Just that he stays ready. I mean, we all knew how good of a player is, but I mean, that's kind of the thing when you got a guy like Sam Presti who's so good at his job that sometimes you just have too many players at some point. So we all knew he's a great player in the league, and then whenever he gets his minutes, he shows up, and I think that's the most impressive, that he stays ready. Had another thing, the last 2 or 3 games, big games for us, and I think that's been really impressive.
And then you've played for both these organizations, and Tibbs usually runs his guys 40, 45 minutes just on a nightly basis. Mark likes to go 10, sometimes 11 deep. And back-to-back seasons, can you just compare and contrast just the different styles?
It's different. I mean, I think both. I mean, Tibbs, I think a lot of people think that, like, when you're playing with Tibbs, you're also practicing every day. You're not doing that. Most of the times, especially if you're playing a lot, you're getting off most of the days. So I think he's changing that aspect. Yeah, he's going to play you a lot, but you're going to get your off days. And I think Mark's different in that aspect that, I mean, we also have a deeper team, so he has the luxury of playing 10 guys. But yeah, I mean, they're different in that aspect. Both great coaches, both great basketball minds, and yeah.
Last year, this was the youngest 1 seed in league history. There's often like the cliche that people talk about, teams have to take their lumps, they have to get their playoff scars. Do you think that teams can get their scars just sort of in the regular season, or does that have to be something in the playoffs?
It's depending how you approach it. I mean, I feel like Mark does a good job of making sure each game, no matter how the game is, no matter who we're playing, we're building the right habits, and I think that's important. I think you can't start building the right habits 5 games before the playoffs, and so I think we do a good job here of just making sure we're building the right habits. It doesn't matter who we're playing against, so yeah.
Just their fourth quarter from Shea, like, I think back to some of the Wiggins shots, some of the other spot ups, like Shea is the guy giving the ball up. I imagine it takes some level of trust, and especially with the season he's had. He just talked about maybe a month ago just reflecting on the postseason last year and wanting to put guys in better position to succeed in the postseason. Do you feel like he's tried to do that in the regular season and tried to do that tonight?
Yeah, he's been great. I mean, just getting guys involved, making guys' life easier. I mean, again, what I've said multiple times, he doesn't force anything. He's going to make the right play. He's going to try to get his teammates involved, and then he's a bucket still. So, I mean, he's been great. I mean, Dub's been amazing. Should be an all-star soon coming up, just the way he's been playing. So make sure y'all vote, please. And yeah, and then even guys like AJ, I don't even know, people really been talking about him in the rookie race. I mean, I've played now all the rookies, and I don't feel any rookies this year have been playing better than AJ, especially on the winning team. So I think some people maybe have to talk about that a little bit more too.
Anybody else? Here's that.
Appreciate y'all.